What is up, everybody? Trading to come at you today with another Marvel Crisis Protocol video, and this time it's finally my Apocalypse video where I start talking about who I want to see come into the Horseman of the Apocalypse next. And I was looking at it. I mean, there's no other way for this roster to expand unless they like pull from the mutants that are currently in the rosters, unless they release some new mutants that are also have been more members of the Apocalypse. But from there, for the roster to expand, I feel like they just have to pull from mutants. I think that's in the current roster and see if they can mix and match and just throw them in here, which doesn't sound too bad to do, right? Something to be really cool. I mean, look at the Cabal affiliation. It's filled with villains that have never been in the Cabal. They're just bad guys, and that affiliation is huge. I mean, why not do that for the Servants of the Apocalypse? I think that'd be really cool. I think you could just grab some characters and throw it in there, and make it a little more spicy, and maybe some different roster decisions for the affiliation going forward. And these are characters that I think will bolster the affiliation a little bit more and give a little bit more variety, add something different to the game and to the roster for the Horsemen. And I'm excited to talk about this. So anyways, guys, if you guys can do me a favor, like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Do all those things y'all got to do. I'm always going to have MCP content for you guys. All right, so like we talked about, so these are characters that are currently in the roster that are mutants that I look at that I think will really help out Apocalypse and the Servants of, the Apocalypse affiliation. Not that it needs much help right now. I'm not saying, hey, we should do this tomorrow. I'm saying in the future, whenever they want to decide to go back to this affiliation and add more mutants to make it a little bit more exciting, this is the route I would go, right? And I would just have fun with it. You know what I mean? One of the characters, and this one's probably the one I'm going to be talking about the most. I don't know. Maybe I'll just spend like 2 minutes on her. Is definitely Rogue. I think Rogue is an excellent addition to the Servants of the Apocalypse if they were ever to do this. Health is really high. She moves medium. She's got really good defenses. She's a 4 threat, size 2. Her builder can be exceptional. It can be physical or energy attack, and she does have stat power. She does have a charge. She has control, which the Servants of the Apocalypse, I would say if they were weak in one area, that would be one of them is the control aspect. Not a lot of control happening. There is, some dice mods and all that. They can kill things. But when it comes to the control game, if they want to play on a D-secure or, they need to, push a character instead of trying to daze them, they don't really have that, right? You get what I'm saying. There's not a lot of control. Rogue does have control with the spender. The throw is size 4 and it's guaranteed. Size 4 throws are very, very crucial in this game right now. You're basically throwing 99% of the models, right? There's only one character in the game that is size 5, and that's Dormammu. So with the size 4 throw, you're throwing about 99% of the characters, and right now the affiliation needs something like that, just to keep up with everything else, you know what I mean? And she does have that on the spender, and it's a really good spender. Solid Hospitality is absolutely fantastic. It's really cool, and I think she would just make the affiliation pop a little bit more. And she has damage reduction and the mutant absorption, which is really good, which takes away power. Then you can just do some chipless damage on characters too, which is really cool. And she has a size 4 terrain throw too that would help as well. Where I see her fit in the Horseman, what I would do, where I would put her, I think she'd be perfect for Pestilence, of course. I think she'd be perfect for Pestilence. She wants to be within range 2. Pestilence works at range 2, just like how Colossus works in this game. He wants to be within range 2 and do all that other kind of stuff. I think that'd be perfect for her, along with, her handing out root and also sapping power away. Be really strong and very, very effective. Will it be broken? I don't know. Maybe it will. Who knows? But I think that'd be a perfect spot for her. And War. I think Pestilence and War is where I would put her. Famine is a nice suggestion, but I think those two would fit her kit the best. War, gives you an option to, hey, maybe you don't want to play the Pestilence game, you want to give that to somebody else. Well, Rogue can now do the output, right, and get within 2 and do her thing and add some more successes to her dice rolls. And she does have a terrain throw, which, if you read War, if you do a damage, you gain a token. So if you can throw a terrain feature, do a damage, hey, you just got an Evo token for that, right? So those are the two that I would choose for her, and I think she'd be an excellent. She's my number 1 choice. AMG, listen to me, please. Listen to your boy. Put Rogue in the Servants of the Apocalypse. She is perfect for this. You'll see more play of her, I guarantee it. Let's get to another one here that Mike DeLuca, very good mention. We were talking about this the other day, like who would you put in this affiliation? He mentioned Magneto, and I was like, yo, I forgot about Magnus. And I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Magneto, let's just get over it. Right now, Magneto's not really splashed anywhere. He's just playing his own affiliation, which a lot of people say is a good thing. And I do too. I do believe that. But I would like to see him played elsewhere. I back in the day, I was playing him in Cabal for a little bit when he first came out, and it was okay. It was cute, whatever. But you don't really see him splashed. And I would like to see him splashed here with the Servants of the Apocalypse. And I think he'd be really good. I think he'd be absolutely excellent. And he is a sixth rate. He is expensive. And I think I think the thinking here is that if you needed to go tall and play against a tall list, Magneto can help out a little bit. And this gives them another option, right? Because Apocalypse is a sixth threat, Magneto's a sixth threat, and if you're playing a 15th threat, you just need a 3 from there, right? And or if it's 16, you need a 4. So if you're guaranteed to play an attrition game and there's no other way to win, like why not, right? Like this would be I think it'd be a nice idea. Well, is it the most optimal? Probably not, but it's something, right? Let's get into what I like about it. Well, one, again, we talked about the control, right? Magneto does have control with the range 3 attack, which is really, really cool and really strong. He can push any direction. When you get them within 2, you get the rerolls. The spender sucks. Let's not even talk about the spender. Of course, we have the terrain throws, and they're not. The terrain throws aren't as broken. It's not broken. It's not as good outside of the Brotherhood affiliation because you don't have another way to net that power back, right? So that's where I think he'd be pretty fair. Like, yeah, he has multiple throws, but you can't do it all like you could when you're playing his leadership. So the multiple throws, he has control, which I talk about again. I think there's a lack of control in the Servants of the Apocalypse. If you do this, you can add the control there. He also has a way to boost his defense dice so he can survive, and you can also play magnetic refraction. Now, granted, it's not as good as it is in Brotherhood, but it is an option to add cover to help you survive and do some crazy things. And he has attrition. He can really go into some characters and really do some damn damage. I mean, there's a world where you can do a weird, like, let's say if you're playing a team at 16 with, like, Apocalypse, Magneto, Psylocke, and you have psionic constructs, and you just need to one-shot a character in every week on missing defense. Well, you play psionic constructs into Magneto and just drop them, right? So, yeah. And he also puts out the terrain features, too, which is also an honorable mention. He can help out with characters like Apocalypse if they're going to get pushed. If you can backstop Apocalypse on one of those tokens, it's Magneto as well. If you can backstop them, it's hard to throw them in away or whatever the case would be. I mean, you can throw them backwards or whatever, but the point is that it messes with the angles a little bit and it can help you keep the characters around. So that'd be really cool. Where I would put Magneto, and I'm excited to talk about this. Like, this is crazy. Like, Magneto, like, if he was ever a Servant Apocalypse, this would be lit as hell, yo. Like, I would love this. And Mike, thank you for the suggestion, brother. You're always, this is perfect. Where I would put him, and honestly, it's famine, right? The biggest issue with Magneto is without Asteroid M, he cannot move around really. He moves slow, right? He's very slow. He does not play well on Ds or anything like that. But if you add famine to it now he can famine hop forward, probably move and do a range 3 attack, stuff like that. I think famine would be absolutely excellent for him. And honestly, the other one, I was going to say war, but I think that's too easy. Let's give him... So, Famine's the first one. Let's give him Pestilence. Yeah, why not? He wants to be within range 2 for the rerolls anyway. Let's give him Pestilence. Why not? Choose one or the other. You're probably always going to play Famine with him, to be honest with you. But there could be a situation where your other character doesn't do as well with Pestilence as he might do. So maybe do that. It's between Pestilence and War. We're going to lean towards Pestilence. I think that'd be really cool. All right, so let's get into... Domino here. I think Domino will be absolutely excellent. She can put out Incinerate. I think they need a gun. I think they need a couple guns right now. I'm not liking their long range attacks from other characters. I know Deadpool's really cool, but that's really about it. Psylocke has a gun as well, and that's really good. But I think they need one more. I think they need at least 1 or 2 more guns. Because right now in serum canisters, Apocalypse plays it okay, but it's not too. It's not where I would like it to be. And I think if they had some more guns and some more options there, I think they could play Matt B's better, like serum canisters, stuff like that. I mean, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass too, but I think she'd be really cool. The grenade bomb's putting out the Incinerate to soften somebody up. The Lucky Shot is really good. I mean, she has rapid fire. She's kind of hard to kill sometimes because you can't pop crits onto her. And I would, yeah. There's not much I could say here. I think she'd be really cool. I think, where I would put her, uh, in the thing is, I would put death on her, um, because she's hard to kill or whatever. And I think it'd be pretty funny if they like, someone kills her and or whatever. I think death will be nice for her. Let's not give her famine. Hmm. Oh, let's see. Famine, pestilence, war. Which one am I missing? Famine, pestilence, war. Famine, pestilence, war, death. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's go. You know what? Let's make it easy. Let's give her. Let's give her death, and let's give her pestilence. Why not? She's putting out conditions already. Let's just throw pestilence on her. Death and pestilence, I think, would be really cool for Domino. Bishop. All right. Now maybe this is reaching a little bit. He's an okay. He's a pretty good. He's an okay character right now. I think he's the overload is really killing him right now. The only reason why I'm mentioning him is because he does have a really good builder. I mean, it's a decent builder. It's a range 4 gun. Again, it's energy, and I think I think it's needed now in the affiliation. And the fact that he has a terrain throw and a people throw, which is a size 4 or less, throws, like I said, those 90% of the characters in the game. I think it's needed. I think they need the control, and he's probably the only character that it's a mutant right now. I think that can throw size 4s like this just on their superpower. And if I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comment section down below. He just adds control. I think that's just really what it is. His mutant absorption can be good sometimes. He does. That's pretty much it. He's immune to incinerate, poison, and stun. He could feed into the apocalypse game too. If someone were to put a condition on him, and apocalypse can do, you can be remade through me, and things like that, right? Or whatever it is. I forgot what it is. So he's got immunities. He's got the throw. I don't think there's much to say here. I think that's the only reason I'd bring him. And also he has 4 energy defense. I think he can help out on meteors. I think meteors is one of those soft spots for Apocalypse right now, and I could be wrong there too. But when I play on it, I never felt really good on it. And I think he helps out with the 4 energy defense to flip some of those points over and stuff like that. So I would like to see Bishop. So Bishop, just because it's that simple. And honestly, I would put. He doesn't want to be within range 2 or anything. Grins and giggles. Let's go ahead and give him. This would be a tough one. Give him death. 100% give him death, because he dies really fast. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Death and then famine. Death, famine for Bishop. That'd be it for him. It here. Apex. Again, more control. If AMG can seriously, this is what I would do. Okay, can we trade OG Sabretooth for Apex? Let's just do that. We don't need 2 Sabretooths, we need 1. Let's trade Apex for Sabretooth. We'll free up a spot here, and then we'll do that. Apex would be fantastic. And he has a pounce, and granted, he's power starved really. He has to do some stuff to gain some power. But we have, horsemen that can help out with that, with some consistency, that can give him some really crazy things. And he puts out bleed and all the kind of stuff. He has healing factor 1. Again, he's got the throw, which is size 3, which you're throwing over, like I said, a huge amount of the cast, which is good. I think the affiliation needs control right now. Pounce is really strong. It's really good. And he can really put down some characters. He's 7 health. He's kind of hard to bring down. He's size 3. Nothing can be much can be said about him. He just adds the control, and he's really good. Where I would put him, honestly, is War. War would be the place I would put him. And you know what? Pestilence. War pestilence right here. Let's have some fun. People are gonna say famine. No. War pestilence. Nothing. I don't think anything would be more dangerous than an Apex Sabretooth coming in and like doing pestilence and slowing you down. You can't go anywhere, and you're rooted. And I just do things. Like, I think that'd be really cool. Like, I think pestilence and war for Apex. All right, let's get into Scarlet Witch. I thought I was like, you know what? Why not? I haven't played her in so long. She's a mystic attacker. She can put out a bunch of damage because she counts fail results, right? We can help out with some of the consistency with the rerolls from the Apex leadership with the Evo token, so that will help as well. The conditions he's putting out is absolutely insane. It's like bleed, hex, incinerate, poison, and It's again, it's a high threat that can help out if you had to play a tall game or something like that. And I think she can put out the damage. She has No More Mutants, which is an unaffiliated card, I believe, that she can play as well to turn off some superpowers. Um, and she has Whims of Chaos that can heal as well. Terrain feature throw. She can put out Judgment. Um, and I think with the Horseman cards, we can help her out a little bit where she's weak, right? And where she's weak is, when she gets controlled, she has no action economy, right? So APOC does have Famine Hop, right? So I think we're just going to give her Famine, right? We're going to slot her in for Famine. And the next one I would like to see on her. It's tough. I say, Famine Pestilence. Why not? Go Famine Pestilence for her. Her putting out more conditions, I guess, would be really cool. She can net some chip damage. She can just move in within 2, do some chip damage. If she wanted to be Pestilence or if she wanted to be Famine, she can now Famine hop forward and get closer into the fight and then do some damage and do what she needs to do. I think that would help her out tremendously. And I think she'd be very, very effective in the affiliation. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Those are the reasonings these are the characters that I would add next if I were AMG. If they were doing this, I highly doubt it. But if they were doing this, I would add these 5 characters. I think it would add a little more spice to the Servants of the Apocalypse. I think it would add something different, and definitely some different roster builds for this. And I think some of these characters clear up some of the holes where I think Apocalypse kind of, the Servants of the Apocalypse kind of fall short. And do I think it puts them to the top? No. Do I think it puts them? I think it just makes them a little bit more competitive in those matchups where I think they're kind of weak. Like for example, I think Thanos Red. Oh my God, Thanos Red, Cabal. Maybe it's a possibility. Asgard for sure. I think because of the control, right? I mean, you need some of that control to help you out a little bit. And I think it will help. And I think it'd be really, really cool. I think it add something different roster wise for the affiliation for sure. But anyways, guys, that's it. Those are my thoughts down below. Let me know what you guys think about my roster additions to the Servants of the Apocalypse if they were to ever do one. Should AMG listen to me? Am I crazy? Tell me in the comment section down below. If you guys have an honorable 5, or if you guys have a 5 or 6 characters from the current roster that you would add to the affiliation, let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe we'll do another video and maybe we'll get some people on board. And, maybe we'll do a live stream or something like that. Maybe we'll get some of the APOC players around and talk about what their 5 would be and why and where would you put them. Maybe that would probably be a good idea. I might have to start doing that. But yeah, if you guys can, do me a favor, dislike, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I'm always going to have the MCB content for you guys. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care. Catch you on the next one. Bye.